Sabeen, the activist, was amazing. But one of the things that was particularly amazing about Sabeen was how she could be such a committed activist and have so much else in her life. How she could understand that being a political activist doesn't mean that you stop loving Sting or Hugh Laurie. It doesn't mean you stop enjoying concerts. It doesn't mean you stop enjoying astronomy. It means you don't stop loving your Mac. And if you look at the range of things she did at T2F, the thing that made T2F such an amazing space was that it reflected a Renaissance woman in an age when there are very few of those left. There was almost nothing Sabeen seemed to not be interested in that was interesting. Whether it was art, science, activism, music, theatre. I saw her in Karachi in February, but the last time I saw her properly when we sat down and had a long talk was, she was in London and she said, let's meet, you have to choose a place, it's your city. And I thought, oh God, the pressure of choosing some place that will be appropriate. So I chose the French house in Soho. And I walked in and I said, this was important to artists. And she said, please, I've Googled it. And then she said, and it was a good choice. And then she told me more about it than I knew before she'd Googled it for longer. But the other thing that was amazing in Sabeen was how she didn't judge those of us who did less than her. And everyone I know in the world did less than her. But she took people on their own merits. And if you were the person she could talk to about Bruce Springsteen, that was the thing she would love to talk to you about. And she wouldn't tell you off for not being interested in every other thing under the sun that she was interested in. She was an extraordinary friend. I remember in the middle of, I don't know what, she was getting death threats and I don't know what, I emailed her and I said, I have an iPhone question. This may be the wrong time to treat you as my geek squad. And she said, I'll be your geek squad for life. She also said, in 2013, and this is an important thing, when we met and she'd been getting death threats, and she said to me, I'm not sure that non-violence is enough. Which was a horrifying thing to hear from her, but she said, they're willing to kill, and what are we doing? And I'm beginning to think maybe it's not enough. And 6 weeks later, she sent me an email and she said, I have exited the Poolan Devi liberal militia phase. And now I'm thinking sensibly and reasonably about other ways to fight. And I was looking at that email and that was our Sabeen.